Alright, so I'm back. And today, we got the Starscream in. This is the KBB model Starscream. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Kubianbao? I don't fucking know. So it's KBB one. And, talking to some people on the Facebook group the other day, and they were wanting me to do a comparison video, so I was like, alright, I will do a comparison video. Now, they wanted me to do the chart. I don't know if they were serious or not. I'm assuming they were. They wanted me to do the big chart videos. And I've decided I will not be doing that for this video. I did decide I am going to be doing a chart video comparing a bunch of the standard Seeker molds somewhere down the road. I need to get the Hasbro, a Takara, and an iGear one, and then we'll have a big 5-way comparison with the molds. So yeah, that one's still a little ways off. So this is just going to be a quick, like, kind of overview of what you're getting with each figure. So, yeah, we're going to get the jets out of the way first. And we're going to look at the accessories they come with. So the boxes, I'm not going to pull them out. The KBB one comes in a big detailed box that is very clearly showing the Starscream on the front, or Starburst as they call him. The Yes model, BBQ, whatever you want to call them, they played brown box, which I'm fine with. It doesn't matter. Boxes get thrown in the trash for me. Now, before we go too far into this, I want to take a quick moment to just remind everybody that what we're looking at here are two KOs. They're both knockoff figures. And while quality control with official figures, even third-party figures, is, hit or miss sometimes, KO, it's a big spectrum of hit or miss. So while, one of my copies might be excellent, you might buy the exact same figure from the exact same place that I got mine, and you might get shit. Or vice versa. I might have something that's bad, and you might get something from the same people, and it's great. That's it's one of the biggest problems with KOs, is because you don't know what you're going to get, and almost nobody will back what they're selling. I don't think TF Direct will back what they're selling. So you're kind of like at a loss there if you get a bad product. So you're buying, if you buy a KO, it's at your own risk, essentially. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's take a look at the accessories that each come with. We'll start off, so the Yes model comes with this instruction booklet. As you can see, it's clearly just a straight copy of the Masterpiece one. The big difference is that it does come with the Decepticon logos in the bag. So you can place those on your Skywarp wherever you want to, which is nice. The KBB has the instructions printed completely different. So yeah, you got that if you need it. There you go. Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna kind of breeze over a few of the littler pieces here. Yes model comes with the Dr. Acaville pilot, and it comes with the generic masked pilot, so you get both pilots. Whereas the KBB comes with a clear yellow pilot. So, yeah, if that's your big deal breaker right there on making your decision on which seeker you want, the Yes model comes with 2 little pilots. They come with 1. So, there you go. I don't know anybody that looks at these things just for the pilots. They both come with the clip for the Megatron gun. And real quick, we'll take a look. So the black one does not really have a place to... Oh, I guess you can clip it on right here. This is the one place it will clip on. It's like right at the bottom part of the muzzle. So there's that. We'll look at these guns in just a second here. Whereas the KBB, the gun is actually smaller. It'll clip on right there on the grip. So it clips on there just fine. If that's something you're looking for, they both do work. One's yellow, one's black. Yay. All right, we're looking at the stuff that's easily the same. KBB comes with the 2 missile pods, which again, this is something that comes with the, and these ones come with these missile pods. So they are sculpted different. Actually, I think they're the same sculpt. No, they're just a little bit different. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, there you go. There is a difference on the missiles. So this one plugs in here. This one plugs in here. There we go. Ha! All right, real quick. Difference here. You got your Yes model here, where it's got the ports under the wings right there, but those are the same ports that the null arrays will plug into, and this one's not even plugging in. Move that out of the way. Okay, it does plug in. That one plugs in there. Plastic stripped off there. So yeah, this one will plug in under the wing. There, but that's where the null rays go into. So when you go into jet mode, you have to pull the null rays off the ball joint. Keep that in mind. Okay, just remember that for just a second here. Now, whereas the Starburst from KBB, as you can see, he's got the null ray ports there. He's got a second set of ports here. That is not on the MP Seeker. That is not on any other Seeker that I've ever seen on the MP scale. So this is a whole new port that they added on so that you can plug these missiles in up there and then have the null rays. We'll get to these in a minute. Can plug in here. So there's another difference, or there's a difference right there. All right, so I guess if we're going like on scorecard for the comes to the missile pods, I would probably give it to KBB because they have a better option for the missile pods because they actually can be worked. This is something that I didn't like about the official, like the Takara ones. It's like, why are you giving me this when those null rays, unless you unplug them all the time, they have no place to go. All right, they both come with the base stand. Looks like these things are fairly identical. I don't see any major differences aside from the clear one that comes with the KBB has a more defined hook there. This is a little bit more rounded, but it's one of those. It's just a barely noticeable. This one's got a smaller port here. That one's got a little bit of a bigger one. Without turning into jet mode real quick, I can't really tell which one's more useful, but essentially I'd say these things are close enough to being the same. Now we do have a difference here with the bases. Again, it's not a big one, and it's not a deal breaker, I don't think, for almost anybody. So this is the Yes model, this is the KBB. As you can see, they're sculpted differently. So I don't know if this is like from a different mold. This one says nothing here, but it's got the Decepticon logo sculpted in. And it's got a slider here and here. And it looks like you can plug everything in underneath. This one you can plug everything underneath, and you got the slider here, here, and here. You got a space for Decepticon logo, and it's got their company name on the front. So you can put the stand on either side. Not that it really matters. You could have the jet facing this way, or you can have the jet facing this way. Whereas this one's like you can have the jet facing this way, unless you just rotate the base the other way, and then you can have the jet. I mean, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. So outside of that, I mean, they're the same thing. I mean, they're exactly the same thing. Slight sculpt difference. Looks like yeah. See, you can't do much of anything here. You can plug that in there, but you can also plug it into here too. So, yeah, up to you. No difference on the base there. All right, now let's take a look at the Megatron guns. So this one comes with I think this is the MPO1 Megatron gun. I don't know. It's the one that I think came with the first Optimus Prime. So you got the grip that slides down, so you can put the handle in. This hinges here. You can take this piece off if you want to. You can take the scope off, and then you can take the muzzle off to form the smaller gun. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a gap in there. But yeah, it's we've seen this gun before, so it is what it is. Now, does seem a little big in his hands. You know, if you're gonna hold it, yeah, whatever. Let's grab an MP10 here, so you can slide this gun open a little bit and. There you go. He's kind of holding it. Yeah. There you go. Now, KBB, on the other hand, comes with this gun. Now, you could take this piece here off. That's it. The rest of it's one piece. This is all die cast. This little gray bit right here, I believe that is plastic. Yeah. But the rest of it is die cast. And as you can see, it is downsized. So we'll try and put this in Optimus' hand, see if this looks better. I don't know. It's kind of tough to say. Kind of looks better. Probably look better for the Seekers, but none of the Seekers can seem to hold these guns. This one seems to be more size appropriate for him, but still not quite right. kind of tough. I'd say this one's a little too big, this one's a little too small. But it is nice because it is die cast. So there you go. Alright, now, as far as accessories go, that's the end of the Yes Model accessories. Now we'll take a look at the KBB accessories, so we'll get him out real quick because he does have a few more accessories than the other one. So the first one, as you can see in the background here, we've got the Coronation Kit Cape, which does still unhinge. Plastic feels good. It's got the ball joints, and you can just, as with the regular Coronation Starscream, just slide this over the back, and there you go. Yeah. He also comes with the shoulder pads, of course, so you can plug those in. And the crown, which has got this really nice gold chrome to it with this nice bright red metallic that looks really sharp. And yeah, there you go. There is Starscream with full Coronation Kit. Not bad. Not bad. So there's some extra accessories that he has that the Yes Model does not. The next accessory that he has that the Yes Model does not have are these null rays here. Now what these are missile launchers. So you can actually fire the bottom part. So if you're in, I'm not a fan of missile launchers, but it is nice that they included it. So if you are a fan of missile launchers, then this guy has them. So all you'd have to do to attach them is detach the bottom ball joint and then plug this guy in here. And there you go. I will say I don't think they thought this through 100% because you got the big screw on the front here, and the ports need to be on the front, so for transformation, unless you you unpeg them every single time, but they do look good. They're a little bit longer than the standard ones, as you can see. So, totally up to you if you would prefer the long ones or the short ones. There we go. And if you want the missile launchers or not. So, you got the options there, which is pretty cool. Alright, figures themselves. So they both look really good. He's got the brighter silver face, he's got the darker silver face, but that's pretty typical for Starscream versus Skywarp. I'm trying to see if there's any sculpt differences. The hips, or the waist skirts right here are sculpted differently. You can see he's got that going on there. Whereas he's got that. So without having an official MP Seeker sitting right here, I can't tell you which one is more accurate. They both look fine, so. The other difference that you're probably noticing really easily, I addressed it in his review, and then the KFC hands. Mine came with the KFC hands. As far as I could tell, mine was a fluke, and I wouldn't expect that to happen to anybody else. But yeah, so there. Now, what else? What else? So, one thing I do want to point out here. So, plastic. Die cast. These outer pieces of his legs here are die cast. Giving him a little bit more weight in the legs than the official or this one, which is really nice. I have to admit, I do like having that a little extra weight down there. Joint tolerance wise, you can see my Yes model has some floppiness going on here. This one's not so bad. You know, you got the this is typical for the Seekers, where you move the ratchets and the torso moves. The wings do not want to stay pegged in. They just kind of flop around a bit. They do tab in with those little tabs on the back, but they're not that tight. So they have a tendency of falling out. I can tighten them. That's not an issue. I can fix it. Typical Seeker issue. They did... trying to think of the best way to do this. I'm trying to move things out of the way here. They did, as far as I could tell, anyway, they did lengthen this tab here. And someone was showing me a picture that they, yeah, you could kind of see it. They made little grooves in here. It's really hard to see because, but they made little grooves in here that were supposed to lock this into place, but it doesn't really achieve that as well as I think they thought it was going to. I've had worse official Seekers when it comes to the loose torso. So he's still got, it's still better than that, but yeah. And again, I don't have an official Seeker with me at the moment, so I can't tell you for sure. But you get everything locked in there properly. Come on. And it will hold for the most part. Alright, now let's take a look at the KBB. I haven't really done this one too much, but locks in just fine. The wings, if they're untabbed, they're actually, there's, let's see, you can fold the tabs up on this, and they flop a little bit, but not bad at all. Opening this piece here, oh man. Now you can see this major indent here. Definitely different than the other one. Also, they extended the tab as well. So So you lock that into place, and this thing just it locks in like a dream. The joints on the arms are looser, but they're not like loose. They're just looser, so it doesn't just like undo all the assembly. In and out works fine. Everything here works fine. Hips, typical Seeker issue hips. I wish they would have incorporated the eye gear, where they would flip this up. Knees are a little on the loose side. Not terrible. Excuse me. But it is noticeable. And then the where the legs collapse, it is very. I don't want to say it's very loose, but it is loose. It's not a comfortable. It's not a comfortable loose for me. It's, you know, I would have preferred it a little bit tighter. I have this feeling that it's gonna do one of those, like, you know, you're trying to display it and it'll start like sliding down or something like that. So that's something to be watchful of. You might need to take the leg apart and try and tighten that up. And yeah, these things are nice and tight. I know my Acid Storm, my Sunstorms, I've had a really hard time keeping those on. This one, really tight too, no issues. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. Last thing I'll briefly talk about is the cost. This guy was originally $120. I think it's marked down to $110 now. This one, I'm not a fan of these Nolres. This guy, I believe, is currently, as of right now, December 29th or whatever this is, or October 29th, October 29th, 2016, because I get people that comment on my videos like 2 years later, like, oh, you still selling this? It's like, no. These guys are currently on sale at TF Direct for, I think it's like $80 a Seeker. But I believe the only one they have in stock is this Starscream. Now, without the discount that they have going right now, you're looking at $100 a piece. So there's a $10 difference. And you get free shipping with either one. So it's not that big of a deal. You're talking $10. So in between these two, from the copies I have in hand, the actual, what I have here, I have to say the KBB is the definite winner. I've heard lots of people saying that every issue I'm having with this guy, they had with this guy. And all the positives I have with this guy, they have with this guy. Now, there's a third KO company out there that's just a straight knockoff. It's in the Takara box and everything. So, I don't know. I don't know anything about that one. I'm not gonna spend my money on it because it's actually more expensive than either one of these. But as far as I'm concerned, this guy wins. This guy barely loses. It's still a nice copy. It's few issues or things that I could fix, and things that are typically wrong with the official product. This guy seems to actually have fixed all those issues for the most part. He's actually really super nice. But then again, like I said, I've heard conflicting reports about these guys, so it could just be these copies. I could end up buying the next one of these guys and be like, oh my god. And then I could buy the next one of these guys and be like, oh my god. It could go either way with knockoffs. That's the hard part, is making that decision. I would like to sit here and tell you that the Takara is definitely a better way to go, but I can't, because we've all seen the issues with the Takara ones. We've all had the issues. We've all had the Takara ones, or most of us have had Takara ones. We've all mostly had the official, Hasbro ones, which sit there and it's like, which one's better? It's like, okay, the Takara ones, the paint is so nice. I had the Takara Skywarp. I mean, everything about it was like just beautiful, but it still had the same hip or waist issue. Starscream, then I had. It's hit or miss with those. It really is. So it's not so cut and dry as like, say, like a KO MP car, where I could instantly say, well, the Masterpiece car is better than the KO. The KO might be good for its price or whatever, but the Masterpiece car is the better option. This is harder. So, but in between these two companies, I have to give it to the KBB. That's my opinion at the moment. It's also a company that I've bought stuff from before and was very, very happy with. Being the downsized MP10. I don't know if these guys have done anything before. I don't know if this Skywarp is the first one they've done, and then they've tweaked it and made it work better for their next batch, or if maybe it's the later one and they're already gone through mold degradation. I don't know. I don't know enough about these companies. All I can tell you is, from what I see, copies in hand, he's better. By far. He's still good, but he's better by far, especially at the price. I think, this guy's little spring-loaded head gimmick also gets stuck. And his does not. This feels more official. I really like this guy. This guy's pretty good.